welcome to the fourth video in my build series on the Tamiya TT02 Type S. Today we're going to start off on step 25, which is starting with the remote control electronics. And the first thing we're going to do is get the servo saver built up, ready to go onto the servo. And this is another hop-up option, or not option in this case, but comes with it, which is the high torque servo saver, which has metal springs, 3 of them, 2 of them are the same size, and honestly that was a real pain to get those 2 on. First one wasn't too bad, but stretching that other one, that was a pain, and I'm thinking this is going to be quite difficult as well by the looks of this, but I will endeavour. So I'm using the Mk1 for my servo. I've already test fitted it, and we get it on first, and then oh well, that was actually a bit easier than the second one, but there we go, that's all that on. And then that should pop on, it says, like so, and then we can just fit it to the servo. I've centralised this and it should go straight up and down, but it probably won't, or I've set it to the neutral position. So as you can possibly see there, it's just off slightly in that position. And even more so on the next tooth. So we'll move it back. To there. Which isn't too bad actually, looking at that. So I'm going to push that on, and then we need this, what is it, Q4, and I think, what screw is it, BC1, which I think is a 3. M3, oh no, that one's, I think that one's an M2, or 2.5. Got the wrong one out. Let's try that one. Seems better. Just make sure first. Yep, that's screwing in. And because I've had problems in the past with these screws coming undone, I am actually going to put a bit of thread lock on this. And there we go. And hopefully takes some force to engage the servo saver. But it does function fine and recenters. So we can move on. Step 26 is installing the servo onto the chassis, and it's all basically the same process as the TT02 standard one, other than we've got another turnbuckle here, and I'm not sure if I've shown you this, but these ones for the steering are, or do have, a really tiny bit close to the nut that isn't threaded, and again that means that it's left to tighten and right to loosen, and the other side is obviously righty tighty lefty loosey. And I've mounted the two steering ones here with the unthreaded bit to the right, so I'm going to do the same for this. So it's just a case of snapping that in place, and we'll do the other side once I've mounted the servo. You're going to need part 2 of part A12 and some screws and washers just to mount them, and then using these two holes here we mount them from, or screw it in from the underside, which can be easier said than done. Get the screw in. There we go. One servo mounted, and then again we just need to line the ball connector up with the ball joint. And pop it in, and there we should have the steering sorted, and we can move on to mounting the electronics. Step 27 is installing the ESC and the receiver, and as you can see I've done that. I've mounted the receiver on top of the servo as it suggests, and the TT02 down. I've installed the switch on the side, but what I've done is I've put some double-sided tape, and then I've also drilled two little 2.5mm holes through and put a tie wrap through just to hold it in place, because I think both me and Mark have had these switches come off when they're just double-sided taped in, so that'll hopefully hold that. Done some tidying up, it's not the best, but as you saw from my unboxing, I'm going to install a cockpit, so I think it's just the wheels and tyres and stuff to go on, so I'll get them sorted and get back to you. Just one more hop-up option that comes standard with this kit to go, and that's these 12mm metal wheel adapters. So I've done the other 3, so we just need to pop the, I think these are 1050 bearings in. Yep. Then the bar should slide in and hopefully stay in, and then the metal wheel adapter. And then I was going to take these tyres off and see if they would fit on the ones that came with the kit, but unfortunately I've glued these in place. So these are the wheels and tyres off my VW Beetle Harley Quinn's car, so that's that done. I've also installed the front bumper, which is using this part here and just 2 screws, and also the battery holdery inner thing, and that's about it. I'm not going to put these body posts in. If we look at the manual, you can see we've got the short ones at the front and the longer ones at the back, but I'm going to leave them out until I've cut my other body out and just see where they go, because you never know, they might need going in from the front rather than the back, etc. So I think that is about it for the chassis build. We've got a page of options there and telling you how to tow in and tow out and the camber. But yeah, that's it for the chassis. So I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I really look forward to seeing you on the next bit, starting the bodywork.